The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It's second down.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Third and long, it's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Watson on first down. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to a quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense.
Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
On the set.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. You're not ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Bam, bam.
And an alley to run. He's got a first down and more past the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
Check 3. 25, check 25, check 25. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Now. 5.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Sam on the ball.
Breeze now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back.
Just like that. Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Hey, exit. Speed grip.
Now Breeze on 3rd down.
Squeeze, don't let him.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been...
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play action. Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football, and the Texans scoop it, and they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm on. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Working from the gun. It's Breeze. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Five. Hey. Motion. Hey, check motion, man.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
We ain't beginning to swear you up. Don't get nervous. Check through.
Chris don't travel. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Open man is Anderson. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. A good pickup there, a 22. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Jets, nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
QB's trash. Let's go.
Step now, Breeze lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Complete to TTTT.
They don't want it,
A 7-yard
they
pickup.
don't
Brings up
want
2nd and
Keep
3
playing hard,
at the
fellas.
37-yard line.
Dave.
This is it. 18 and 24.
At 55. Yeah, right there. 54 Mike. Watch the curl. Check.
And 24.
Check hot route. Hot. Switch.
Alert.
Double up. He's coming.
And 59.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson, he's going to look deep down the field. And this will be caught at the 30. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
26 and 25.
Now a first down throw. Watson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
19 and 31.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike 54. Mike.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's just me and you. Jim. Check 9.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Texans push further out in front. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't
lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
So we got man.
Bree's going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DJ Reader. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Hey, orbit. Hit it.
First throw now for the backup Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again. DJ Reader. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And taken right at the 35. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Hey, 59.
Switch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, we got to snap.
Watson on 3rd down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, I'm coming.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Hey,
Here we go.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. Hard throw, incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just about on his own goal line. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch 54. Don't get nervous. Mike's 59. Mike's 5-4. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Slam.
24.
Check 24. Watch that alert. Kill.
Throwing again is Watson. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. From the gun, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. As the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
We got this.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break. Watson, he's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
64, weak.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check, crunch, 6-6, pull it high. Hey, Delta. Go. You gotta get moving. 5.
Now Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
54, right there, 54 Mike. Check pass, check pass. Stay at home, stay at home. Stay at home, stay at home.
On 2nd and a couple, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And I think the ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw him.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. Touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Looking downfield for Godwin. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Breeze to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 5 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight. Check.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Flare.
Ready?
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead now, they're not close to the 1st down.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong, you know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put that?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, 91 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how it be.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
It's going to be a long day. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike.
To throw is Breeze. He's going to loft one. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now they try the right side here. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And a big is here as he's taken down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. There's Breeze. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Texans 1st down.
Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A little juke. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
54, right there. 54 Mike. They're going to need some therapy after this. 54 Mike. 54, go. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Watson. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
Watson now on 3rd down. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Second and 5 now. Breeze got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
15 line. 15 line.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Watch 2.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Breeze. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Gotta do better. Go.
Breeze now. And he'll find Hall. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Watch the screen. Hey, Zoom.
Watch the shit.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Breeze now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Reed. 20. There he goes right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door.
Yo. Man, shit get my... Man, shit, that bitch over there,
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Always.
I remember playing for a guy once we were down here.
Like, this dude, I don't think he lost in the league.
He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here.
He went 16, like he went like 19
Some teams
like
like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Like no, his secondary outrage no matter who the fuck. He know how to make him do whatever the fuck he wants.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze.
And
that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold
like
on
he started the game out.
Second down.
That's what it was.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
In pro-am?
Ready? 18 Gator.
You what?
On play action. Now Breeze.
He's
going to be swung up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no
No,
matter
it's
the
like, bro,
situation.
when I played,
In
I
this
did.
case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good
I didn't
beating
know
out there.
plays.
With the deficit, maybe
I
not
know
wanting to
plays.
risk an
What the?
injury.
Look at my wide old man down the
Deep
middle
ball
of the
there
field.
on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
Damn. That shit, they're like, bro, manager every time play him go his way. Like, it give him a 14-0 out the gate every single time.
Squeeze.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
That nigga, bro.
Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
Man, why the fuck you
They
just
can
being
pick up
like
anything that leaks through. But in the meantime,
I don't know, 40,
upfield, you're making
49,
plays on the football.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
What booty bill? No,
so second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Leo. Hey, Alpha. Ready?
Now Breeze again. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And this one is right through. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself
I do the same thing with
They're just dressing up the final
trade,
score.
like, this league got traded what's the goddamn name? Sam Donald.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
So I had him. No, in that league I had Nick Fitzgerald. He was like a 50. I got this nigga like a 94. And he was making like $2 or $3 million a year. Some shit like that.
Today's final score,
Well, Charles, it's
So I
one
had
thing
him,
to win.
he
It's
like
another thing to
94,
win and put up the amount of
60,
points that they did.
running back.
Boy, were they clicking on
He
offense.
was 90,
They can't help but
no,
feel
he was
great
99
about themselves,
overall.
can they? I mean, what a
fucking
game
Harry,
to put
he
up
was
that
99
number of
overall.
points,
Yeah,
continually
was
feel like they're
95
moving the ball and things are working and
all my
clicking.
defensive players
They
were
think
like
that they can
rookies
bottle
and
this
shit.
and
All
carry
of
it
them,
with them.
And as an
Big
offensive
tackles,
coordinator, you just
yeah.
don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. I'm Brandon Gordon. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sport.
On to my dude, yeah. Again, who? Man, that man to be saying that shit. That man don't need them fucking players. He talking about he gonna lose. He don't need them. Like he lost like 3 superstar fucking players and shit. That man ain't get no damn about that. Watch this shit. All his games from this season, man. He, like, except the first year, like the Redskins dude, that nigga cold too. I don't know what they do. Like, was his team that? Well, he didn't have a good team or something. I don't know. Like ever since that first year, like he won every year since. This the 5th year he won 4 straight. I mean, no, this is the 5th year, so he won 3 straight. He beat Ray. He beat Philly 17-13. That wasn't that bad, but like every other game, 65-45, 17-13, 31-13, 38-9, 34-17. Shit, all the other games, 27-12. This the other dude that be in the Super Bowl with him. He beat him 27. Yeah, he pretty decent. Yeah, he pretty decent. He ain't just cold, but he alright. He'll roll out. He'll roll out, do it, yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's how it be. All the roll, like everybody, like this to be like part of every play. Like you roll out and somebody come across, it's gonna be open almost every time. But like this dude, then the dude I'm just thinking like, okay, this dude like, okay, he started 14, they ain't gonna give me that shit. Soon he got that ball back after that 3rd fumble. Oh yeah, that's what happened. He got that 14-0 off that fumble stick, got the ball back. I'm driving, I fumble again. So that's finna be 21-0. He just drop back, throw that bitch super long, catch on my 99 man covered corner. I'm like, shit, ain't nothing I can do about that. 21-0 already. Like that will happen every time I play him. He get like a super big lead at the beginning. It ain't shit for me to do. But then a lot of my players hurt too though. So shit, my starting running back hurt. Make sure I get you for a loss. I'm like, man, god damn, bro. Who you with? Rams, Seahawks. Man, you probably put me in Buzz, man. You gonna put me in Buzz trying to give you a 4 loss. Cause they be like, man, who the fuck gave him 4 loss? Supposed to be a 50-50. And he probably be tanking too. That's what I'm saying. I don't even know these people like that. Yeah, all that bullshit. Then it'll be me like, bro, I ain't said that. Yeah, he probably lose, what time? Yeah. I would've just.
Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them get the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm a PC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, 1 for now and 1 for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for
yeah, he don't be talking shit. Hell no, he don't talk shit. He just cold. He just cold as fuck. That's like, bro, that shit so crazy. I don't know.
city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made the foot and work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play.
Uncle, didn't
Tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am
shit.
up, number one seed. Ain't nobody
I could not beat that dude at all. Like, ain't damn time. Like, I done beat everybody in the league. I know for a fact I'm the second best player in the league. It just, the distance between me and that dude is just so far. Who third? Dude, I promise, ever since we thought I haven't lost to the dude yet. He ain't beat me. He hasn't beat me. Yeah. I'm telling you, he's not that cold in this year, man. I'm telling you. He good. He will beat anybody, but like he is not this cold, like outraged how he was. Yeah, he definitely number one. I might be two at the worst three. At the worst three. I ain't gonna, only person I put above me is Panthers. That's cause I ain't played with me. And then who it been him and for the last two Super Bowls, it been him and Panthers. And he beat Panthers easy both times. I'm gonna leave now. Uncle my dude, man. Then he be blitzing. It like who? Who that is? Who the hell is Chopper? Who the hell is Chopper? Y'all might know him. He said Chopper.